Well, hello, internet friends. Everyone doing good? Great. Well, anyway, a few days ago, I did a video about the economy of the United States, and that Kevin Asshat, I mean, Hassett, was talking about, of course, on Fox, about how credit card spending is through the roof, and people are living off their credit. Well, see, that's what I said. Is that it's not a good thing when credit card spending is through the roof, because that means that people are living off of their credit cards. Okay? So we have people living off of their credit cards. We have gas prices that are here for $30 a gallon. Other places in the country, it's closer to $5 and $6 a gallon, I imagine. We have food costs that are going up, and so therefore, and the cost of living still going up. And so regular American, we regular Americans, we're getting squeezed. I mean, we are getting, squish. Okay? We are squished. That's what's happening to us. And, as I was saying, we're getting crushed. I used squished, but now I decided to change to crushed. But we're getting crushed. Prices just keep going up. The prices of appliances, the prices of cars, the prices of everything is going up. And I was watching Baron Cousins I think it was maybe even tonight anyway. He has a show called Fair and Balanced, and he's really good, and I like him a lot. Reminds me of my nephew. But anyway, he read an article where a lot of the CEOs, CFOs, whatever, to big corporations, they're seeing the prices of everything go up. And when I saw that little segment, I thought about it, because the rich corporate types, the rich corporate types don't give a shit about us. And I said this on many different occasions, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that has said it. And they don't care. But here's the thing, and this is where their short-sightedness comes along. See, with everyday Americans, people like you and me, getting crushed by this economy, having trouble paying our rent, having trouble keeping our lights on, having trouble, buying food, having trouble getting our prescriptions. The upper echelon, that 1%, okay, their short-sightedness could end up screwing them in the long run, okay, because this is something that the wealthy elite has been trying to do for decades, okay. In my opinion, I think they want two classes of people. They want the ultra wealthy, and they want the incredibly poor, okay. They don't want a middle class. But see, here's the thing. When things get priced out of range, okay, for everyday Americans, This is where the problem comes in. Because they're not looking at the big picture. And the big picture is this. If you have only two classes of people, the ultra wealthy and the incredibly poor, I mean, so broke they can't afford to pay attention, that will then affect their bottom line, okay? Because there is not enough ultra wealthy in this country to keep their businesses afloat, okay? It's regular people like us, we're the ones that do that, okay? Because our washing machine is broken. Gotta replace the washing machine. Our dishwasher broken. Gotta replace the dishwasher. And that's the other thing, is the fact that a lot of times when that happens, especially with the dishwasher, you just go without. You do without. For 20 years of my life, I did not have a dishwasher. Well, that's not entirely true. I was the dishwasher. But I washed all of my dishes by hand because I did not have a dishwasher machine. And if push comes to shove and my dishwasher breaks, we can't afford to replace it. The washing machine breaks, can't afford to replace it. Dryer breaks, nope. Stove, Fridge, So there's where there's short-sightedness comes along. If only the ultra-wealthy can afford these things, it's not enough to maintain their businesses. It's not enough to maintain their bottom lines. Okay? So if we go down, they go down. And that is something that they don't think of. They never take the long view. They never think of cause and effect. Well, if we do this, okay, raise our prices, then the effect is the consumer pays more. But if we crush the middle class, and there is no longer a middle class, there's just them and those of us that are poor as church mice, well, that's not going to help their bottom lines. It's not. It's not going to help them turn a real big profit. It can't. Because unless those ultra wealthy people are buying brand new machines every week, they'll go under. They'll go under. And because Trump has done such a good job at isolating us, the United States, nobody's going to want to do business with us. Not Europe, not China, not anybody. Nobody will want to do business with us because we're not trustworthy, we're unreliable. And I'm not saying that we ourselves are untrustworthy and unreliable. I'm talking about those in charge. And I'm pretty sure you're all smart enough to know that. Excuse me again. I have allergies to my cats. It's really sad, but I'm never going to get rid of my cats. I'll suffer with my allergies. But there is where their short-sightedness comes in. And that's the other thing. Okay, they're the ones that were backing Trump. They're the ones that are all like, oh, well, yeah, we'll back this guy. He's a rich guy just like we are. So, yeah, and he doesn't want to do anything to help out those people anyway. So, yeah, we'll do that. We'll put all our eggs in that basket. And now they're finding out, this is the look around, find out part. They're finding out that Trump is only in it for Trump. And I've said that before. He doesn't care about them. He only cares about their money. He doesn't care about us because we don't have any money. And they're going to find out. And they're in the find out phase right now, but they're going to continue to keep finding out. So that's what I think. And the other thing, and I've talked about this in an earlier video, is that after the midterms, it's looking more and more like the Democrats are going to take the House, and it's even starting to look like the Democrats are going to take the Senate. Now, here's where the problem lies, is the fact that we're probably not going to get enough Senate seats to convict Trump. You know, there's not going to be enough Democrats. There'll be too many Republicans. But there won't be enough to actually convict Trump in an impeachment, because he's going to get impeached again. If the Democrats take the House, he's going to get impeached again. And all they have to do is just, you know what, they could impeach him every day on a different charge. Okay? But that's another story. But here's what I think, is that Trump doesn't have any more elections left. Okay? This is his last term in office. That being said, I think a lot of the Republicans are going to already know this, and I think that there's a huge chance, hopefully I'm not just delusional, but there's a huge chance that the Republicans decide to convict him in the Senate, because he's not helping their campaigns out right now anyway, and he's not helping their brand. Okay, now the Republicans have never had a really good brand in the first place. Okay, they're the ones that want to deregulate and cut taxes for the ultra wealthy. Okay, because they're bought and paid for by the ultra wealthy and corporations. So I doubt they'll learn anything. But we can't really blame all of it on Trump. Okay, we can blame what he does and what he says. But the fact of the matter is that there were 77 million Americans that voted for that piece of shit. That voted for that adjudicated rapist. Okay? That voted for that bigoted white supremacist. And see, that's what I don't get. Okay? Oh, well, he was found liable of sexual assault on Eugene Carroll, but he'll be good for the economy. Really? Really? You actually really believe that? But anyway, my thoughts, my opinion, my rant. And I'm going to end this video now. And I'll talk to y'all again tomorrow. And so like, subscribe, comment, share, all of the things. Do all of the things that will help this channel to grow. Because right now I think I've got like 4 subscribers. So a 5 and a 5th and a 6th would be great. More would be better. So anyway, this is my rant. And all of my internet friends, y'all take care of yourselves wherever you are.